All right, so LVS bots, Hexing Sanctuary. Why is it so OP? If you go to monster info here, because of the new update that they recently made, they kind of like overtuned this a little bit too much with the improvement that they made to the accuracy. It made the crash per hour here really OP. Needs 300 plus AP, 390 plus DP. You can 100% circumvent that, and all the way until you have to use Perfume of Kalk. You have your cron meals. You have your draughts here. Demi-human, definitely try to go for like harmony draught if you want to. If you want to use like the other ones, it doesn't really matter because you're only really using it for the special attack. And if you're lacking in AP, Perfume of Courage is an option. Blessing of Mystic Beasts is also an option as well, because that's going to be something that you can use if you're not like up here yet. This is going to be nerfed in like a week or so try to take advantage of it as much as you can. It will give you 3 to 4 bill with not even including the items that don't really sell right now, like this thing right here, Corrupted Breath. It's really good. I advise like any new players to try to take advantage of it. Always have your loot scroll on at level 2. Always have Agris on. If you don't have Agris on, try to use like your coins for additional like item drops. Try to use your Blessing of Old Moon here as part of your drops. And in terms of your items here, go over to shop. Make sure that if you're behind a little bit, make sure that you activate these. Make sure that you're also capped on your luck here, 320 for example, especially when you have this right here. It caps at 300%, but this one right here puts it over 20%. And if you are an Arsha, it'll put you over as well. So quick mechanics of this area. In order to be able to gain the optimal amount of loots, what you want to do is not waste time. So let's start off with one rotation here. I'll show you this one right now, and I'll show you one with the Marni Realm as well. So let's clean that up. No need to finish off those stragglers. Let's move over to the other spot. All right. We might have to extend to the other rotation here, just because the spawn timers of these things are not as fast as the Marni Realm. I'll show you exactly what I mean once we head over to the Marni Realm after this. So let's just clear that real quick. Clear that. We have to extend over here, even though usually we just want to do the 3 spot. You'll see what I mean by the 3 spot later on. So we're gonna do that. You can see that skeleton Wormmirth right there. Usually you can't attack him right away, but because I did this area earlier, you want to just attack him there. And thing is, you don't really want to do this right now because there's not a lot of mobs here. So you just want to leave the guy there, let them respawn by themselves, and you want to move on right away, right? This way you kind of like waste the least amount of time possible. So as you are farming this area, at some point there will be a red circle underneath you, and the Wormmirth, or the guy with the tombstone on his back with the scythe, is going to appear and try to hit you. It's okay, he doesn't really do a lot of damage, but that basically signifies that he can be hit. So we're going to keep moving. We cleared that already. You'll see here soon. See that? See that circle right there? He's going to appear in the middle. He's going to slice. That means he's targetable now. Now what you want to do, if he's solo, you want to leave him. If he's not solo, and there's still mobs around him anyway, then you want to go and kill him. So as soon as he's dead, boom. You want to leave right away, because he's going to summon that mob. He's going to summon a lot of extra mobs that come with the mechanic. And you just don't want to waste your time, right? So you want to keep clearing, keep clearing, keep clearing. Right? And let's say, for example, we did the full extension here, right? Already. We did the part all over there as well. And we're on our way back here, right? You're going to be clearing this stuff right here. Okay. Clearing that. And then you're going to eventually end up back here. And by the time that you end up back here, chances are there are already mobs here. So there's a lot of mobs, right? So instead of just soloing that guy and kind of like wasting your time hitting just him and a few other stragglers, or sometimes just only him, you get to hit the mobs that respawn, and you get to hit the mob that's part of the mechanic as well. Try to get this guy here, this glowing red guy, before he explodes, because he does do a bit of damage, especially if you don't have a lot of DP yet. If you're coming in here with lower DP, completely fine. There you go. Once you kill him, more mobs will spawn. Then you can keep doing the mechanic if you want to. But if you're on pace to kind of like speed up the process here a little bit, you can move forward and wait for the rest of the mobs to keep spawning. The problem with that though is if you're not in the Marni Realm, is that it kind of puts you at risk that somebody might steal your stuff, right? Like there's a ton of mobs there, somebody can just come in, swoop it, and then, you know, that's really gonna ruin your money per hour, right? So after that, you're gonna move. Same thing that's gonna happen here, right? And that's basically the process that you're gonna be observing when you do this particular rotation. And now the Marni Realm, you can always go over to the Marni Realm. If you don't have the UI up, you could always just go Marni right here. So Marni's private realm, right? You have it on, turn on the UI, so it shows up here when you're close by. And all you really have to do, let's say like you're in a different spot, right? Like you're down here, is scroll down until you reach the Marni Realm spot, Hexy Sanctuary, click that, and it'll lead you to the exact spot where you can get the Marni Realm. Now, if you don't have a lot of mates like me, and you're gonna have a bit of trouble, right? You want to whistle over your horse. Make sure that you clear the mobs. You definitely don't want to get your horse killed in this process. So just have him stay over here after you clear those mobs, so he's in the safety of this area right here. Make sure he's already full stop, and rush on over to the middle of this spot right here. Right? Press enter. Marni Realm. And the good thing about Marni Realm is that the space here is a lot a lot more enclosed, and it'll also kind of help out with like the spawn rate, because you don't have to travel as much. And I think I probably left my horse outside there. All right, so we're back in this area. You just want to make sure that you take your you want to take your mount and just really tuck him into the side here, so he doesn't get he doesn't get aggroed. A little bit closer to the spikes here, right? Yes, I have been Bachi. So I'm just gonna turn this on so we have more attack speed. You don't really have to use this, by the way, Perfume Deep Sea. Usually you only use this because of the special damage that comes with it, and when you're already capped at an area. If you're trying to reach the AP requirement for an area, then you really want to use the Courage weapon first. So that's one of the things that you really need to pay attention to when deciding like what kind of like elixir or perfume you're going to be using. And now the Marni Realm. This one's a little bit more special. As you can see, there's only 3 spots. The first one there that we saw earlier, second one there, and the third one that is right over there. I'm used to TNL where V is to pull out your cursor. So yeah, 1, 2, and 3. And the particular thing about Marni Realm is that the spawn is so fast that it actually makes it a lot easier for you to do these mechanics. Alright, so let me just get my, my fighting Buddha stance. Okay. So pretty standard, same as we did earlier. Clear the mobs real quick here. Yep. Don't worry about any extra stragglers. I'm gonna move over. Right. Okay, clear this one all the same. Right. Clear the spot, clear the spot. Okay, don't worry too much about like any stragglers. Come back here because it's Marni Realm, it spawns like quite fast. So we want to do that. Clear it again, keep clearing it as fast as you can. Right. Okay. Try to hit them here as close to each other as possible, closer to the Wurtmirth. That way, you can suck them all up. Their souls, I mean. We move over here. Let's see. The mobs are nicely packed up together. Alright, do that. I'm gonna press Z here so I can get my Z buff, yeah. Oh my god, I fucked that up. Alright, I've been streaming for 28 hours here. Alright, so that's done. We're gonna move over. We're gonna keep clearing until we trigger the event. And eventually the event will trigger once enough souls are already absorbed. Just try to clear as fast as you can. See, once the circle there, you see him slice open. Now he's targetable. Right? And you have a lot of mobs here. You're just going to go ahead and chase him there. Make sure you kill him along with the mobs that are here. So you have maximum efficiency. Okay, spin, delete them all. He dies. And you're going to move right away, right? Because what's going to happen is he's going to spawn that guy. And you don't want to just kill that guy. You want to make sure that everybody else is spawned. See how long that takes? That's going to be a lot of waste of your time. And then more are going to spawn later on. And you're going to waste more time clearing that. If you do that, you're going to be wasting trash per hour. And that's how you're going to be doing less than other people. So when you see that happen, you just want to move here right away. You can see it's triggering here as well. Right? You're going to do the same thing. Right? Clear this guy. Kill this guy along with the rest of them. Okay. Okay, dead, right? You want to leave him. You don't want to waste your time, right? Okay, you see the mechanic is starting here as well. Nice and in sync. Right? And sometimes it'll summon a Hexy Witch, which does have a decent chance of dropping Distos, but most of the time they drop these right here, Crystallized Despair, and these do sell. Even if they don't sell, it's okay because you'll probably use them yourself if you don't have any stacks left, right? So after that's done, you're just gonna rotate here. You can see the regular mobs have spawned. The mobs that usually spawn with this event have spawned as well, and you just completely decimate them. And I got canceled because I got a Black Distortion Earring. Yep, there you go, money. And again, you're just gonna keep clearing it, and eventually you'll see a red kind of like curtain surrounding this area. That is when the boss spawns. That boss is, make sure that you back attack it because those bosses do hurt, especially the Cyclops. You want to back attack it as much as you can and just burst it down as soon as you can because it does do a pretty decent amount of burst that can kill you if you are a bit under geared. And that's basically it. You just repeat that rotation. Come back here, everything spawned up already along with the extra mobs. So essentially that's what you're going to be doing.